everybody, how's it going? DirtCat Brothers here, 100% self-funded car channel. Every like, subscription, comment, share helps us out, and turn on the bell notification button when a video is uploaded. So start off the video for Sunday. Tucker's been extremely busy. Wow, have you been busy?
Yeah.
So what goodies have you found thus far? Run us all through on what. Oh, hey, wait a second here. These are actually clipped on. One of Drama Queen's the same way.
Most of them are. You just gotta take a screwdriver and lightly get it underneath without screwing up your chrome, then kind of prop up, and then when you get it up so far, give it a light twist.
And it just pops on up.
Yeah.
Huh. How's the. Oh, yeah, look at that. Whoops, if I can get the camera facing. Yeah. So, what stuff have you discovered thus far?
Well, I like the floorboard of the trunk. I got one little cancer spot, but that's on a flat spot I can fix. No big deal. Floorboard looks pretty good, except for where the loader.
Yeah, where it popped it up.
I think that's an easy fix.
Yeah, I would just make a system and just push it down with the hydraulic jack.
The rest of it looks good. I just see rust discoloration.
Yeah, it's, of course, both sides of the car, you know, right there is rusted out, but also too kind of weaked it on each side from the whatever hit this thing. So I know the front from pretty much right here on up will fit over the Drama Queen, because we got to take this stuff carefully apart, because since some stuff on her is pretty much rusted and rotted out from that stupid dirt pit. Looks like some bolts had to be cut. Was it that stubborn to come out or something?
Which one?
The seat bolts.
Oh yeah, I couldn't get to it, so I just took the saw saw.
Okay, yeah. Just
grab a bench seat. I don't need a bench seat for the Starliner.
No, and that bench seat's pretty much no good.
Besides, those are just bolt studs. You pop those out, put new ones in.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to see how far back we'll have to slide this, because you know we could always splice it and patch it forward. I think up to like about right here on the floorboard is where it's pretty much all interchangeable, but we'll have to see about the seat, because I know a lot of stuff back here will cross over too, but don't know 100% for sure.
There might be a difference between the bucket seats and the bench seat, but either way there's still a lot of good steel there.
Yeah, we'll discover as we go along, and we'll make corrections along the way. And sometime I'll get out here and get all this mouse stuff out before the rain turns it into mush and mud.
Yeah, shop back.
Yeah. Well, the shop back, I mean, excuse me. You gonna try to tackle the dashboard next, or not sure yet?
Probably will.
Okay.
As I got the windshield out, it's gonna be more exposed to elements.
Yeah.
That's a good looking dash too.
I know. Oh yeah, steering wheel's still connected. That's easy to pop off though.
2 4 bolts. No, there's 4.
No, there's 4.
There's 4 on that.
Yeah. That panel. But yeah, we'll carefully take off this firewall, because this is interchangeable all the way on up to 64, believe it or not. It's just a little bit more indentations on 64. Yeah. What else have you discovered on the car?
My heater's broken.
Oh, the heater's broken.
If you look underneath it, you see a big old crack in that thing.
Really? Ooh. Yeah.
How do they manage that?
Probably had a passenger and used that for a foot brace is my guess. But that's, you know, assuming. Looks like this fender is going to be difficult to come off. Oh, it's one of those cheap antennas. Are we going to keep this stupid thing? Yeah, it's junk.
Salsa, take care of that.
Yeah. We're definitely not going to keep these, because when we get to everything, we're going to get some brand new ones for all the vehicles. So, gosh. Are we going to chop the roof soon or just leave it on for right now? Just to keep the floorboard kind of somewhat protected. Because if we do chop off the roof, we'll have to take out the plugs on the floorboards, that way it drains.
Oh, it should be light enough once you get it out. Put it on her side.
Yeah. What, the car?
Yeah, why not?
But, well, once you get the sheet metal off, then yeah, we can flip it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just leave it on and then just go from there. All right. So, what else is there? Because I've been mowing and yard work and such, almost caught up 100%.
The corner panels are rusted out on this side. I didn't notice the other side.
Yeah, well, we could still use a lot of good stuff off of this. Definitely have to block it up in the back a little bit so that way we get the back bumper off, and then carefully take this off. You gotta take the...
Oh, I'll block it up a little bit safer.
Yeah. Because, yeah, just a wee bit.
Not much, but...
Because if you also notice too that this still has this odd... I don't know if that's either plastic or glass right here. No, that's glass. Yeah, it's glass in the middle.
Oh yeah, that's glass. This is plastic here.
Yeah. Yeah, so had backup lights. Yeah. Looks like the lenses are a little dull, but I have to see if we can polish them up. But either or, reblock it up higher so that way the car is tilting like this, so we can get to the gas tank with ease. Take the back bumper off. I know you're going to take off the back chrome here soon on this spot right here in the back tail lights. I know these right here are interchangeable.
Yeah, those are the same.
Yeah. And then once you get blocked up and the gas tank out, and then he starts doing measurements. I think you said you're going to what? You're going to kind of cut up along right here and everything on each side?
Well, I'm thinking I want to cut the roof off right in here, find out where the seams are.
Oh, and then cut at the seams?
I'm going to cut at the seams.
Okay. All right.
The more metal I save out, the better.
Yeah. You know, is the 4-door trunk supports same as 2-door?
Just have to compare.
Yeah, I have to compare them. Could do that tomorrow when I'm out there working on stuff. Because he's been hard at work. Knocked out both the front and back windows. They're not savable.
Oh, the back window saved.
Oh, you took it out?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, it's right by the Sport Broom. Okay.
Look at that one piece.
Yeah. Oh, and yes, people are asking about it, and yes, I'm going to be pulling that out in the next couple weeks, maybe next month. Tinker with it again for another startup video. So, because I'm almost caught up, I got parts left to move and a few odds and ends. Just about there to bust chops and everything. Okay. Gosh, I think that's everything for right now until you strip more stuff off the car. Yeah.
I was just gonna work on getting some of the smaller stuff off, then start tackling the big stuff.
Yeah. But alrighty. Yeah, and then this right here. And it's got a little tiny boo-boo right there, but that's an easy fix. Looks like some scuffs right there. That should be okay to fix. Just have to take time and polish it out once it's fixed. Was this metal? That feels like aluminum or tin.
Could be. That's pretty thin stuff.
Yeah.
I have to find a safe spot to store those. I can always put them in the 54 over there too.
It could be. Wherever at.
Panel truck? shouldn't get damaged in there.
We still have a raccoon problem. Yeah, and the 54 panel truck, I gotta secure that so that way they stop going in there.
Well, I can always put it in that 46 Plymouth.
Either 46 Plymouth or the 84 Bullnose Bronco.
Plymouth is short walk.
Okay. But alrighty, I'll put the camera down now and see what tomorrow brings, and whatever he gets done today, I'll show tomorrow. Getting the 42 Cadillac ready for short-term storage. I kind of figured I'd put it right here. Both tires are flat, so I'm thinking about getting that tire goop stuff and putting them in, but figured I'd kind of line stuff up, you know, older generation of Cadillac with the newer one. And I think I kind of evened them up. Obviously this one's shorter, but it looks like the bumper and everything makes up for a whole bunch of space. I'm hoping that I can find a 42 Cadillac front clip, but if not, I'll have to customize something off of 46 to 48, give or take. Yeah, short-term storage, because I am going to go ahead and make my own press and next year, so that I can get things kind of going. But yeah, obviously the razor tail is just a tad bit longer, but try to even things up from tire to tire. So it's, I think they share about the same wheelbase length. It really does look like it. Of course, you know, obviously, like I said, the razor tail is a lot longer, but it really does look like it shares the same wheelbase length. Of course, the only way to find out is to measure from, you know, center to center, but yeah, something you really don't see every day. I'll back up just a wee bit more here. Yeah. Gonna price check some cheap inner tubes and well, not, yeah, inner tubes, and put them in the tires just to kind of cheaply move them around. If not, then I'll try to see on which tires are the best, pop them full of tire juice, that goop stuff, and hopefully things work out. Put the two big tires in the front and small ones in the back, and then move it. This is going to be interesting to move. Alrighty, so the video for this Sunday, you know, for Tucker working on the 61 parts car, I'm going to be prepping some vehicles to move around. Going to get the Roadrunner moved and placed back over for short-term storage for the next couple of years, you know, along with the Cadillac. Drama Queen, what I'm probably going to end up doing is, well, I'm going to free up the front tires because they kind of got locked up. It's just not a big deal, but I'm going to go ahead and jack this up, block it, and then pull off this hub, because I think the whole reason why this entire side was dragging is because it's seized up onto the brakes. Because since I have that jack puller now for everything, it figures like, well, why not? And then once I get, you know, the wheels all turning around, get it pushed back and turned around, and then get the rear placed up back over here, but close over to that, because I got to get that up on a pallet. And then once I move everything else around here, then start prepping this work area for our late father's truck. Yeah, right now the rest of August is moving and prepping. I'm also going to move this away from here over to a spot because, well, that sandblaster that I had last year was okay, but then I ended up sanding the rest by hand and it didn't turn out too well. So I think next year in spring, when it warms up pretty decent, when it's not raining, I'm gonna get another sandblaster and properly sandblast it, because you can see the paint's coming off. Because I was looking at it and judging, it's like, yeah, it didn't turn out very well. So I know, yeah, I'll get it properly done. Kind of hoping the paint would hold up, but sadly it's not. So I'm not worried when I move it to scratch the paint, because, you know, it's going to get redone. And then I think this Saturday We're going to empty this out entirely and then figure out as to why it's catching in the back and it won't jack up. Obviously, you don't have to worry about the front, but in the back, something's going on here. I'm thinking when when our relative and I put this up, you know, on the loader, the body kind of wobbled a little, so I think it kind of slammed down and wedged on something. That's my hunch. So, and I want to block it up at least about good 3 or 4 inches. Excuse me, and then get it positioned. Other than that, I guess I'll just go ahead and start tackling this and then showing things as we go along here. So get content going and everything being placed out. So I'm gonna put this down and try to tackle this and then go over and see how Tucker's doing on Drama Queen's parts car. Well, it's off. Had to get a little creative with the crowbar. This drum is no good. It is long gone. But I had a sneaking suspicion. Look at that. So this entire time, this was seized. Yeah, it's actually burnt. It's rusted, covered. Well, the rust has covered the burnt. It smells bad. I have absolutely no idea what they were doing with this car. I'm thinking maybe they are hot rodding it, because when I was looking at that engine a little bit more, I'm about ready to move the darn thing. It's bad. It's really bad. I know it was bad when I tore it apart last year, but everything just smells burnt. So I kind of wonder if someone was joyriding this. But yeah, it's free now to move. So now, once I get the tire back on and this gutted, I'm gonna check up the front and get those two free, because they kind of seized up a little from sitting there. But that's easy. But yeah, just showing everyone that, yeah, this is free. Yeah, the stuff right here is blocking it, but yep, kind of happy that it'll go on all fours now, so I can move it freely to how I want. But man, really wonder what the heck they were doing with this car. Yeah, this thing's no good. Look how bad it is. It's just bad. Bad. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Once things are done, I have to rebuild it. But yeah, don't know how the camera looks from right this angle, but yeah, it's rotted. Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done on the car, but we're saving. So, yep. Well, better get back to work now. Okay, so the front tires, I'm just gonna, well, I tried messing with them without, you know, taking them off, and they're kind of stiff. So what I'm going to do for an exercise is I'll dig a post hole, plop down a post, and then do a chain and just ratchet it forward. So I was kind of wanting to be fancy, you know, put the rear end in first, but you know, since this is going to be staying on its frame until we get the body 100% done, I could just go forward. So I'll just scoot it over that way, close to the front axle, to our dad's high boy, the 84 high boy, and just plop it down right there. Put it on some blocks that you know, that we could adjust around and everything, and then I guess we'll just start gutting it, or at least he'll start gutting it, because he's got an idea of how things work on this, thanks to the parts car. So one step closer to getting this going. And yeah, it's I just like, you know, do I want to spend the extra hour messing with the front tires? And honestly, no. That'll only take me about 15 minutes to pop a post down and then tie everything up with a chain and just ratchet it forward. And so all in all, probably be about 45 minutes, a little bit lesser than that. Yeah, like I said, I need the exercise, and a lot of stuff's been helping me out. That's just about everything for today. I'll go over and see how Tucker's doing, and then this Saturday says it's supposed to rain. We'll wing it by ear, but then we'll get out here and see what's causing this to catch on the frame, so that way we can get it blocked up and then pass the wheels, so that way I can move this over by the Buick Invicta over there, but at least close-ish by it, so we can have some room to get the Roadrunner moved. So because that'll go into hibernation and such. I'm still calling people. A lot of them are just not cooperating, so I'm just going to bite the bullet like I keep saying. And this is the final word. I'm just going to go ahead and mess with that giant Mopar junkyard slash salvage yard in the US. I'll contact them around October. So try to support the smaller man, but they just don't want to do the extra work of getting the A-pillar post out. So it is what it is. So this will be for Saturday, just to get it unstuck off the frame, and this will be for next week to get it forward, blocked up, and then we'll get out everybody's favorite Cherry Bomb Victoria. I'll finish gutting her out, getting things off, and then I think I'll get the hose and hose her out over there, kind of spray it out, because it's kind of gotten a little nasty in there. So, but let's go over and see how Tucker's doing. So how's it going over here? Well, he's got the dash out finally.
Check this off, there's 4 mice.
4 mice in there, really.
Well, 2 big ones fell out and a little one right there.
Oh, what a pinky.
Nice.
Darn things. So, oh, I see it. Yeah. Seems like they're everywhere in this. So, oh, that black stuff. Damn it, I did it again.
This heater motor's no good.
Oh, okay. So the entire unit's probably also no good too.
Well, they had it cut here.
Oh.
And the hoses here, they had it doubled up here, so I don't think the heater worked. Or
so they just kind of
the core or the motor.
Oh, so
that's why I found a heater core back there.
Okay, so it's the entire thing's probably. We'll just toss it then.
Yeah, I don't need that.
No. Sides, I think 61 to 64 crosses over anyway, since it's the same firewall.
I got catalog again.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. These were mass-produced cars anyways. Because again, front windshield to somewhat about right here, forward is pretty much the same thing as the Starliner, exact. And we still have to compare stuff with the floorboard, and we'll make things fit and work on Drama Queen. Alright, yeah, without touching that darn goop stuff. Yeah, it's coming along. Does that brace come out for the steering wheel?
Yeah, they'll all come out.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Could have a spare for whatever. Is the steering column pretty good?
The steering column looks good. The steering wheel isn't.
Okay, yeah, of course, from the wreck. So the steering column's good, just the steering wheel is not. So we got a spare steering wheel for something. Let's see before I forget. We think that this is like liquid nail that someone put on. And this is very paper thin, very, very easy to bend. Yeah, it's still kind of a little gummy. But he's got all this stuff off. He's gonna put it in a vehicle over there. And yeah. And I'll block this up next week at a different spot. Take off the back bumper, or try to, depending on what goes on. And I hear an airplane that had an odd sound. Oh, there's another one, yeah. Okay. I don't know why I'm showing him. It's like a camera's like, oh, no. Oh yeah, these might be pot metal. They're casted. Yeah. They're all casted. So interesting how that is. Four studs is what holds it on. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So we'll have to use like some sort of a paint stripper so that way we don't damage those from any sandblaster and such.
I don't want to put a sandblaster on one.
No. Yeah, these
came off pretty good.
Yes, those are
shot on their drama queen.
Yeah, those will polish up nicely. I think those are the same thing, aren't they? Pot metal? Or no, those are metal.
That's metal.
Yeah, those are completely metal. Yeah, that's like pot metal cast of some sort, whatever it is, and that's standard metal like the car. Yeah.
Well, this is thinner than the car. This is...
Well, yeah, I should, yeah, correct that. Yeah, it's, since you pointed it out, that's a lot thinner now. Yep. Decoration piece. And then, of course, he's got both of these out.
Pretty good shape.
Mm-hmm. Backup tail lights. Yep. And look at that. It has backup tail lights. Can't remember if Drama Queen has them or not.
No.
Okay.
They might have the outer on it, but everything inside's busted. That's fine, because right there's a set.
Yep. So that's interesting that this had backup tail lights for a four-door sedan. Huh. Also too, gotta talk a little bit louder in the wind. Can't find who designed the 61 Fords, but we found out that in a lot of the Starliners in 61, here, let me kind of get over on this side, so that way, not facing the wind, so that way it's a little bit better. I guess they came out in packages, but they're not documented down to where some of them had the 352 Interceptor Special, and some of them even had the Thunderbird Specials, but they're not documented down of how many Ford put in the cars and Starliners, and also standard Galaxie two-door hardtops. And I guess the main majority of these either came out with straight 6s or 352s.
I think this one this is a V8.
Yeah, this had the 352. I can't remember what code it was again.
I remember seeing this car run around.
Yeah, I actually remember seeing this car run around years ago. Didn't pay much attention to it because it was a four-door. I remember Dad commenting on it that he didn't like it because it was a four-door. He said it looked nice, but it looked nice for a four-door. But yeah, they didn't document hardly anything down, and I read this from a website. But again, I cannot find on who designed the 1961 Fords. It was based off of some World War II airplane of ours from, you know, when the U.S. went into the war. But I have to put it down in the description if I remember. But yeah, I can't find on who really exactly designed the 61 Fords. It's really bothering me. I've looked and looked and looked, and I can't find nobody. So I think I just might have to walk into the Ford dealership. They had one here, and see if they had the information on hand.
Yeah,
so that way
sometimes they actually show up.
Yeah, so that way I can give. Yeah, so that way I could give credit to the gentleman, because I want to, you know, document stuff down like, you know, what we're doing here, and see who designed this. But alrighty. Anything that you want to add before I turn off the video? Because Saturday we're going to tackle the 56 Park Lane together.
Yeah, there's not much. I still got the back chrome pieces to take off.
Yeah.
I'm holding off on that until I find someplace really safe to store them. Might put them in that Torino there, just be safe.
Yeah. Well, actually, you could put in our uncle's green Torino, because I'm going to be messing with the Sport Brougham soon.
Can't really open up doors with my Lincoln there, or my Mercury.
Oh, no.
Take the steering column out, just a few things in the firewall, take what's left of this front clip off, start getting it loose from the body, get the gas tank down, and it'll be...
And then start cutting it up.
Figure out how I want to cut it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be pretty straightforward here. He works faster than I do, because I still ache and hurt from from losing weight from all the joints and such, but I'm getting better.
Yeah, it only took me, what, 2 days to get this far?
Yeah, it took about 2 days. And I have to go in and out, you know, to tend to caregiver stuff, so my time is mostly limited in most days. But yeah, and I'll come out here sometime and put the shop back and get all this stuff out before it turns into mush. At least, yeah, that's gonna be fun in itself. Yep, so again, I'll try to find information on whoever was involved in the design process of the 61 Fords and get it posted up and just kind of go from there. One step closer to everything. Documenting things and going along here. I was about ready to go inside and then he yelled at me, and this is a very clever design of what Ford did on the 61 Galaxie. Because this is an entire top piece, and you can see how the goop stuff right here to seal the, you know, the seam and everything where they put stuff together. And then this top panel meets the bottom panel right here. And this
off, it's missing a screw.
Ah. So yeah, this is a very clever design that Ford did. They merged them together and then they put the chrome on top and hit it. Yeah. And with this odd angle right here, almost looks like one of those jet cars that they're trying to aim for in the early 60s, you know? But yeah, this is a very clever design.
They got the Starliner idea and the Star Chief and
yeah,
all the other stuff.
they became star nuts almost. But yeah, so it looks like we can carefully drill this and then split it apart, because it looks like it's already being split apart a little. Yeah. And then this piece right here is hidden underneath the chrome, and this appears to be die cast. Yeah, isn't that something? So we're assuming that Drama Queen's going to be the same way.
It will.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say, assuming, leaving room for stuff to fix. Well, yeah, because we're learning as we go along here.
Between this is a 4-door, that's a 2-door hardtop.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I guess it's safe to say that Drama Queen's going to be the same way. So yeah, we're going to be able to cut these panels off pretty damn easy. And you got a thin metal blade to just come down along, and once you get the rest of the back off, man, you're going to have it easy mode on this. You're lucky.
Yeah.
I'm actually envious. Yeah, because I don't know, well, I still got to break into the trunk of Cherry Bomb Victoria, which is going to be coming either tomorrow or Friday, depending on what happens, and then I got to move some vehicles around. So yeah, that's a learning experience.
It's like these pop out.
Yeah, I know you got a tiny hammer to take that off and pop them out. Of course, the back's the same. But yeah, both sides are like that, so. And it's also 100% safe to say that this is definitely a white car, just painted blue.
Yeah, it was white.
Yeah, left the white top so that way I reflect the heat. That's what I do with. That's what I want to do with the 64, my 64 Galaxie. Keep it a white top so it reflects the heat. But yep, learning as you go along. Yeah, once again, that's a very clever design. Yeah, looks like the moisture is starting to build up a little, so yeah, that's definitely an interesting design. I wonder who designed this originally. I have to look up the name to see and who designed it.
Just have to Google it.
Yeah.
Might be
But alrighty, well, there we go. So why do you see an up-close shot of the 64 Mercury Monterey Marauder? Well, change of plans today. We were going to work on the park lane, but Tucker has to go into town for work-related stuff. And it's getting hot pretty fast. It's supposed to be 102 today. And we got company coming on over within the hour. So I want to try not to get too dirty. So I figured, well, it's high time to try and get into the trunk of this. Now, true, I can take out the back seat and everything and get to this. However, there's a lot of cardboard boxes in the way, and I don't think I have enough room. And plus, I don't know how this kind of really is. I've forgotten. So, yeah. I have no idea if it's gonna open up now or what. Yeah. Can you hear that? Sounds like it's a little busted. I may have to try and get the back seat out in order to get into this. Because, and you know, I need to get into the trunk in order to get this body loosened up off the frame so that way I can start doing frames. But, yeah, I'm going to put this down. I wonder if there's anything right here still. Yeah. Still have my gas cap. Gonna get a lock one though. Because there's some other, well, there's other friends that we know that has older cars similar to this, Paula's and such, but they recently had to put lock gas cap on theirs because people were trying to sugar their gas tank just out of jealousy. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna do easy mode. I mean, like I said, we're gonna do the park lane today and cut up the corpse of that 41 Chevy, but no. So just gonna do easy mode. You know, I can't remember if this had a lock on it still or not. Does it? Oof. It does. Okay. But this, I'm sure I can get through the back through a stick or something and kind of get it that way. I don't know how it's going to look, so I'm going to just kind of look around here. Because we need to get this opened up as well, and everything's starting to loosen up and you know, what have you. And plus start cleaning it up because she's growing moss in her. So, and you know, this is the factory 4-speed 390. Tucker is going to put a 427 down into it. So, can't wait to cruise around in this car. Yep, the Galaxie 500 XL. So I'm going to put this down now and see how long I struggle in getting into this trunk. Because, like I said, it needs to come open. And it needs to remain open. Once I get it off, I think I'll just take off the latch and such. But now just kind of hope for the best. We'll just... I don't know what's going to happen. It sounds broken in there or something. So, I mean, I'll figure something out. Yeah, I'll figure something out, I guess. I can't wait to start cruising around in this car. Well, heck, all of them. So, yeah, pretty much 3 more weeks, and then stuff is taken very, very seriously. Well, let's see what the future brings. Well, good news. I got the back seat out. I'll have to put those up someplace soon. They're still pretty good. So phenomenal, actually. But I think I might put a different seat system in this. The only bad news is, well, something tore up all the boxes and such that was back here. But another point of good news, I actually do have a straight shot to get to that. But now another bad news, company's going to be here soon. But I remember this thing was just stacked with cardboard, so I guess it was a lot less than I thought. But stuff is tore up. Yeah, closer. I mean, I don't think I can get Tucker through there, to be honest. In fact, I don't want to get him through there because it's so dirty. And, you know, with the coon stuff possibly here and there. So I'll just get a flashlight and put a screwdriver and tape it onto like a long board, and after, you know, clean all this stuff up and just try to get it back in there. But yeah, I haven't seen that trunk area in over 10 years. So my drive shaft, my original drive shaft is still there. But I don't know, because see, I want to put a 428 Super Cobra jet down into this, you know, with the 4-speed and everything. Unless if I could find a really good automatic transmission for it, because that's the original drive shaft. But I don't know if that drive shaft is universal between automatic to 4-speed. So, and again, I don't know much about the drivetrain, so I guess we'll find out in time. Because it's still up in the air on either keeping this an automatic or turning it into a 4-speed. I'm kind of thinking about keeping it automatic and finding an extremely good C6 transmission and all that, instead of turning it into a 4-speed and, you know, cutting the floor and all that. So that way I could just slap stuff in. Because Cherry Bomb Victoria will be turned into a 4-speed, so I could just keep this into an automatic. But anywho, yeah. So what I once said, I thought that this car was white, but it's not. And I read the code wrong. It just has a white undercoat, and it's just naturally yellow. Yellow, so Havana Banana will be her permanent name, and I guess I'll keep it an automatic, but find an extremely good C6 transmission to go on a 428 Super Cobra jet. Won't be stroked out or anything, just a standard Super Cobra jet. So if anyone knows something on really good C6 transmissions, just post down the names and such. No links, because I don't like links on stuff of ours. So I guess I better pick stuff up and clean up a little, because I started to sweat a little in here and get ready to entertain our wonderful guests. But oh man, I got a lot of cleaning up to do. It just oh, look at that, there's a chrome tip there for exhaust in the mess. I just now noticed that. Huh. That's just right there, if you can see it. I'm not gonna keep it. It's gonna get tossed. Not unless if it's an old one, an old styled one, then I'll keep it. But we'll have to see if it's a cheapo or one of those old legit stainless steel chromed ones. But yeah, I guess that's everything. So yeah. So again, next 3 weeks, finish picking everything up, organizing things, and then start moving on with stuff on the channel. Oh man. Well, I guess I'll probably tackle this next week after I get Drama Queen moved, and then Cherry Bomb Victoria moved over, a few other things. I might not do too much. There will be a video Wednesday, because I want to try to put those out. There'll be more information. We'll talk about stuff and everything to try to get the traction back to the channel. But it's going to be a hot week again, 90s and 100s. So we'll see what happens on the video this next Sunday. Whew. So yeah, my decision is final on this car. I'm going to keep it automatic. And just put a 428 Super Cobra jet down into it. It's a 352 code, but I just don't really care anymore. A lot of our stuff's going to get resto modded anyhow. But yeah, the dashboard, that's going to come out soon. And it's the same kind of oval shape. I got to tape the VIN numbers, so that way I could safely work around stuff. And this thing it's busted, so I'm hoping that I can get it open. Dashboard's the same thing as a Galaxie, bolting up. So I gotta start cleaning this out soon too. So carefully flip this. Okay. So looks like it's on. It's on the top. Oh boy. Oh no. Because I'm gonna get my 64 over there as well later in the year, but oh, am I gonna have to take out the front window? I'm gonna have to ask Tucker on how I took out that 61 dash, because it's a similar thing. Yeah, because I'm learning as I go along here. Hot. Okay, let's lean down right here. The metal bit me. It's getting hot. Yeah. Of how that's sitting. That goes onto the skeletal structure right there, if you see that, right by that green wire. And then that. Ooh. This front windshield's no good. We gotta save that centerpiece. Is Cherry Bomb Victoria the same way? Because I found information, 1958 Ford cars were the ones that established main majority of the design plans from all the way up to, I think, 68, they said, for a similar style of bolt patterns. I mean, they don't cross over. Dang it, that's hot. Of course, they don't cross over, but of how they bolted stuff up in similar fashion with dashboards. Yeah. Latch that. Yep. I think the next thing to do once everything's done is to, of course, start tearing everything apart. Yeah. Because right there's the, oh, that cover that you take out comes out. I'm assuming that the bolts are angled just right to where you can get to them without hopefully taking out the window, but the window's got to come out anyways. Oh, it's an old crack. Look at that. I just now noticed that. I'll keep that there. Yeah. I wonder though. Now, hold on real fast. Because yeah. How I'm going to set this record straight, because people are spreading false information about these cars. Let's see about the skeletal structure real fast. Because I know, because remember, pretty much on the 64 Mercury Monterey Marauder, the entirety of this, the windows, and all the way to the front, right there, the firewall, cross over to this, because it's the same damn thing. Right here. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe right here. It has a curvature there. And you can barely see because this has a curvature. But of course, chrome strips are different, obviously, from car to car. Because this one's smaller and this one's bigger. but it all differs down when it meets the body right here, obviously. So let's see here. Skeletal structure. Ooh, wait, what? Oval. Oh, they are almost the same. Listen. No, maybe not. They're different angled, but are they stamped differently? No. They're the same. Yeah, look at that. It's the same damn thing. So I want to say it's the same damn thing, but I can't quite eye it up just yet until I get the other seat out, because that wiring's kind of throwing off my eyesight. But we got, okay, indentation there. Right there. Ah, but his XL's in the way. But yeah, look at that. Looks damn near identical. The only way to find out is to take out the seat so that way the wire stops messing with me. I'm going to assume, not 100% proven yet, but I'm going to assume looks like the back piece is the same thing. Yes. I'm going to assume, because this is going to get cleaned out around October. Yeah. Because this is a black on, well, it's a white on black car with a black and white interior. Well, actually, no, I take that back. I think this had a full white interior, because I'm now looking at that side. So yeah, complete total black car with a white top to deflect the heat with a white interior. So yeah, look at that. It looks damn near identical. So when I get stuff going, and damn, it's hot, and clean out the top and everything, we'll compare. So again, I'm assuming that that back piece is probably the same thing used, and it would make sense because this is the same, but also too, since this is an automatic and my blue turquoise 64 is an automatic, we can also compare stuff there with the floorboards from front to back. Yeah, but yeah, it's final. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this an automatic. I'll just find a really good C6 to hook up to that 428 Super Cobra jet. And I got stickers to pick up right here. Well, I guess that's everything in a nutshell. Cherry Bomb Victoria did not make an appearance on this one, but she'll make an appearance on the next one. I know that for a fact. I'll carefully, whoops. I was gonna say, carefully set these in the back until I can get a spot made in the storage shed. Set them up in at. Yeah. Because the reason why I want to set the record straight, someone asked me about this a while back, is because there's one group of people that turned one of these into a race car. And they said not much between each car worked on one another. They just said this and this and that's it. Wrong. because we can already tell and know for 100% fact that the roofs and all the windows cross over from a 64 Galaxie, along with the front suspension, the firewall, well, you know, like I said, all the way from right here, and now possibly this skeletal structure down right here where the seat bolt's on. All of this down in the front right here crosses over. And they said none of that stuff did, and blah blah blah. It's like, well, I'm here to set that record straight, because we're gonna start finding that out here soon. So, and I'm not calling nobody a liar, I just want to set the record straight. Well, maybe indirectly. I just yeah, it was kind of an annoyance with me, because I know a lot of stuff about these to an extent, but then finding out, you know, how stuff is now, it yeah, it's 100%, you know, 100%. So yep, but alrighty, I guess I'll end the video there. So, and remember, we're 100% self-funded. We asked for subscriptions for people to subscribe to us. We have no membership because we're 100% self-funded. Not asking for donations, no way, shape, or form. We're mainly after likes, subscribers, and comments to help the channel grow. I know it's been interesting, but when life throws a lot of things at you, and when stuff kind of gets a little bit on the short side, it pushes a lot of stuff back. So I guess that's everything for right now. We'll see what Wednesday brings to talk about once I get more yard work done. So me on behalf of Tucker, we wish you all adieu. So y'all have a go now. Take care and stay safe. See you later. And thanks again for the love and support you've shown us all this time.